Hey, welcome back to Medicare Bootcamp. My name is Bob Wisecarver, and if you are still with me, thank you so much. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe on all of these, um, just because I know that you're getting something out of this if you're still here. If you're new, then hey, welcome in. Today, we're going to talk about annual enrollment period and open enrollment period. We'll talk about the difference here because it's super important. But before I do, I need to tell you that this year, annual enrollment period is going to be crucial for you to do a review with an agent. Take a look at what you have, take a look at the options, do a full Medicare discussion, and see what's going to make sense at the end of the day. Financially, we need to cover your needs, doctors and medications, that kind of thing, and your preferences. So, um, I just want to prep you with like, hey, this is super important, and here's why. We've just recently learned that the major insurance companies for Medicare are reducing the plans, meaning some of the plans are ending. We're talking about 1 in 5 Medicare Advantage plans are ending this year. This is going to affect millions of people. And so if you are not careful, you're supposed to get information from the insurance company. Maybe your agent should reach out. I know my systems alert me to let me know if there's a plan that's ending, it'll highlight and say, hey, this person's, there's a risk here. We need to take care of them. They're not going to have coverage in January if we do nothing. So it just depends on your coverage, the platforms that they have, the technology involved, and everything like that. Um, but yeah, what's happening is these plans are just flat out ending. This is nothing new, but on this scale, we haven't seen this before. So it's super important this year to make sure that you're not one of those people. This is also just a very good practice to go through every single year. You need to make sure that you are up to date with your medications, your doctor's list, whatever. Some doctors were for a moment, something, an ailment or whatever. It's a specialist, right? So that could just be no longer needed or whatever. So those are things that we want to take it into account. Also, I get the fact that you don't want to make a change. No agent really wants to just get you into a plan for the sake of a plan change. I don't think people are doing that. There's no real reason for that. But you need to be aware that whether you want to make a change or not, these plans are changing every single year, a little bit. So even slightly, you might find that your medication is no longer in the same tier. It could be in a higher tier next year. That could be problematic. Also, your doctor could maybe not be in network and you're in a closed network, HMO, something like that. So, those are the reasons why you need to have this. Okay, so I'll get off my soapbox here. I just want to say it's urgent and that now is the time to reach out. And I've got a checklist here that you can download and go over. That's going to help you with your conversation. It's a lengthy, full Medicare conversation. Just expect for that to happen. We need to go over a lot of data points and your priorities and that kind of thing. So just trust the process here with that. Okay. Okay. So we talked about annual enrollment period. This is October 15th through December 7th every year. And I think the tendency is to be like, oh, December? I got till December? Cool. Well, if you wait till December, because it's only that first week in December, um, it's your agent's busy. I'm telling you, because everyone waits to the very last. Don't do that. You're gonna have, I think, probably lower quality care because you're anxious and the agent is just like, I got to get to all of these people now that they're asking for my help. So my approach is to on the front end before even October 1st, we've talked about what your needs are. I've given you the checklist so that October 1st, when we see the plans for the new year, we can go over them and kind of decide what's going to work best. And then October 15th, we can just enroll you in that plan. And then you can be stress-free for the rest of this time period. That's hopefully that's the ideal situation. And a lot of you are going to take me up on that, and I'm grateful for that. The rest of the people I'll be in contact with later, and we'll see how it goes. All right. I am rambling here, so sorry. Okay, so that's annual enrollment period. This is when you can switch from original Medicare to Medicare Advantage. You can go from Medicare Advantage to original Medicare. You can even have a supplement plan, depending on your eligibility, which is part of the state um, language to Medicare. So it's interesting how it's not a state funded thing, but there's state rules for that. Anyways, you can also change from Medicare Advantage to any other Medicare Advantage plan. You can drop or get into a Part D prescription drug plan as well. So all of those things, basically anyone that has Medicare, it's time to make a change. And you need to at least do a review to see if you even need to make a change. If you go through this process and you just realize, hey, this plan is still optimal, best fit for you and your situation, let's not do anything. Then great, you get to stay in the plan. But you've done that work of like making sure that you've done your due diligence with an agent to arrive at that decision. Okay. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about real quick is the open enrollment period. So if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, going into the new year, it's effective January 1st, then you have open enrollment period for Medicare Advantage. For the first 3 months, you can make one change. The way that Medicare works is outside of the annual enrollment period, whatever month you're in, as you sign up for a new plan, the effective date will be the first of the following month. So let's say it's January 15th, you realize, uh-oh, I don't think this is going to work. I can't see this one doctor, or I'm in a new plan now and this doctor is just not going to work for me. Whatever the case is, we need to figure something out. You can sign up for a new plan that would be effective February 1st. So you have January, February, and March. So that last month, you would have an effective date of April 1st. Okay. So that's if you have a Medicare Advantage plan and if you need to make another change. Maybe you missed annual enrollment period completely, and you this is a time to do that. I don't know. So there is kind of like a built-in safety feature to make that one change, and then outside of that, for the rest of the year, for any situation, basically it depends on it's called a special election period. So if you move out of your coverage area, you no longer qualify for that plan. It's just not offered in your area anymore. So we take a look at the new plans that are available in your where you've just moved to, and you have the ability to make a change then. So that's one example. There's other things if you gain or lose Medicaid through the state, those types of things will allow you to make a change later throughout the year. So the main time is an annual enrollment period, October 15th through December 7th. Don't wait for the last minute. And then open enrollment period for people that have Medicare Advantage, January, February, and March. All right. I hope that helps. And of course, there's links down below. If you want to tackle this yourself and enroll, that's one option. If you want some help, just ask. There is a link for you to set up an appointment with me. You grab a half hour of my time, and I'd love to help out any way I can. This is not just for somebody who is a Medicare recipient. Maybe you're a loved one looking for help and some guidance. I'd love to shoulder the bulk of that work for you and with you. So yeah, just reach out if you have any other questions as well. All right. We'll see you in the next video. We're going to talk about myths, misconceptions, different things, scams, Medicare scams. Yep. All right. So that's not going to be an awesome subject, but I want to empower you to avoid those things. All right. We'll see you in the next one.